Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Stranger Things. Last time on Stranger Things, we had the Flayed. Where did my notes go? Okay, Hopper and Joyce found a barn house where Russians were, and they kidnapped Dr. Alexei and got away from the Terminator Ivan Drago. The Starcourt crew found where the Russians were carving a new way into the Upside Down. Nancy, Jonathan, and the gang went to find Mrs. Driscoll and ended up... Nancy and Jonathan ended up being confronted by Tom and the other guy, and they were actually able to beat the two of them, and then they melted into goo and formed into a new monster. Yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Don't be a dick. No spoilers. And with that being said, let's get right into this episode of Stranger Things. Here we go.
Where's your Russian friend?
Ah, crap.
Oh, just get out of here! No, come on now! No, just go get them out, okay?
Oh, come on.
No, wait! Oh! I won't forget you!
Oh, man. Great, now they're separated. Yeah, you can feel that.
Here.
Yeah, 11, go. Yeah. Ah! Oh god, I hope no one has epilepsy. No. Oh no. Oh, it's taking advantage of being a goo. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I always forget how powerful she really is. Oh, God. Get out of here. Oh, it's going down the drain. Ew. This is one of the grossest things I've ever seen. Oh, it's going to join the rest. I haven't seen you two in a while.
It's time.
Oh no. Oh no. Freaking, this show has gone from a Stephen King novel to a Godzilla film. Which, cool, but oh, it's so weird.
My friends in State PD, Highway Patrol, they're all on the
Oh,
lookout.
this is a ride. I was
got
like,
eyes
when
everywhere.
did we enter the TARDIS?
Second he pops up,
He says it's strawberry. So what?
Yeah.
It is sugar on ice. You tell him that.
Tell him what?
You tell him that it all tastes the goddamn same.
Oh my gosh, Hopper. So mad.
Это одно и то же.
Нет вишни, нет уговора.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Eh. It's gonna knock some heads.
Yesterday in the woods, he could have escaped, but he didn't. He's scared.
Man, I think he's gonna leave.
We are the best chance he's got.
Nope, he's out of there.
30 seconds.
This is sad.
You know, testing us. He's just calling my bluff.
No, he's leaving. He did stop. He's actually coming back. Wow.
I'm sorry, what did he say? He says he likes strawberry too.
Nice job.
Drop my pen.
That was good. I like that. Took a second for that to pay off, but it worked.
It disguised the irrefutable fact that centaurs and castles and dragons and magic are all standard nerd tropes. Ergo, My Little Pony is nerdy. Ergo, you, Erica, are a nerd.
Wow.
You know so much about My Little Pony?
Because I'm a nerd.
Tuh. if she's looking for them. All of them. Mrs. Driscoll, Tom and Heather, Billy.
It can't be good for her to be in there for this long.
Who do you think should decide Elle's limits? Mike or 11?
The way that you frame that is such bullshit.
It's not bullshit, Mike. This is your whole problem.
Nancy, shut them
It's
down.
also precisely the reason why she dumped your ass. Elle dumped you?
Yeah, because she is conspiring against me. So can we please just come up with a new plan because I love her and I can't lose her again.
Ooh, there it is. The truth.
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing.
She just walks out. I can't find them because you're all fucking talking.
I found him.
Oh.
Found.
Break through a barrier to
Yeah.
open a doorway.
To the upside down.
Doorway between worlds.
Yeah. And it never worked in Russia.
Breaking in is impossible.
Really? Because 2 children and 2 ice cream shop workers broke in. Now they need to get to Hopper and then take 11.
Hey, Dustin,
Yeah.
how big did you say that Demogorgon was?
Big. 9 feet or so. Why?
Oh no. They're gonna capture them.
I sat behind you 2 days a week for a year. Mr. Funny, Mr. Cool,
Aww.
the King of Hawkins himself. You were a real asshole, you know that?
Yeah. I know. He's gotten better.
But it didn't even matter. And I would be happily flinging ice cream with some other schmuck.
Yeah.
Gotta say though, I liked being your schmuck.
Aww.
It was fun while it lasted.
It was.
I blame Dustin. Oh no!
Wait a sec, wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait, what is that thing?
It will help you talk.
Truth serum. Oh no! No flashbacks.
I think there's another way.
Well,
A
how?
way for me to see where he's been.
God, she's going back in.
I need you to trust me.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Yes. Good.
Be careful.
Okay. All right. Is that my same chair? Yeah, kind of. Holy crap. Hopper and I have the same taste. Blue chairs from the 80s. Don't ask.
I want to see what happened.
Wait. I think she's getting it. On the beach.
There's a boy.
Oh. It's Billy.
Tell them there's an entrance at Starcourt Mall.
Yeah.
I know how to get in, but I need backup, a lot of backup. Have them call me back here at 618-625-8313. Your message will be relayed.
All right.
I can't so good.
Oh.
Want to know the secret? I like it too.
Yeah. They're high. They're high on truth.
Messed up the drop.
You messed it up.
Whoa.
Hey, see, hey. Oh, wait, no, wait.
There was a code.
Oh.
We heard a code.
Go. What? Go.
The week is long, the silver cat feeds when blue meets yellow in the west. Blah, blah, blah.
Stuff about China.
Broadcast that stupid spy shit.
Oh! Nice. Yeah, that is really effective.
Wait, you're afraid you're gonna get hurt? Is that it?
This fuck.
What's him what then?
Why not?
Fucking
Don't do this.
Please come home.
Fucking domestic abuse and a crazy ass supernatural storm. Oh shit. She made it to the source.
Found it. 6522 Cherry Oak Drive.
That's close.
Elle, we found it. Get out of there. Get out.
Uh-oh. Wait, where are they?
He can't hear you.
Oh shit.
You shouldn't have looked for me.
Oh fuck. She's stuck.
Because now I see you. You let us in.
Yeah. Oh no.
And now.
Oh no.
David.
Oh man. There's so many more.
And we're going to end you.
Ah.
And when you are gone, we're going to end your friends. And then we are going to end everyone.
Oh god. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah. They're now gonna... They're all merging into him now. Ew! That is so disgusting. Oh, shit. It's big enough now. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh no. Oh dear. They created a body. Oh. Oh my gosh. They created a body for the Mind Flayer. Okay. It's going down, man. It's going down. We have 2 episodes left of the season. Oh my gosh, what do you do after this? Like, they literally just created a kaiju. It's like we had a monster, then we had tinier monsters, and now we have a kaiju. I don't know how much more she can do. Granted, she kicked the shit out of that meat thing at the beginning. She kicked the shit out of it. Like, I was crazy. She's going, just, wham, wham, fuck you, and just got it out of there. Oh. She needs... I don't know. That may be the biggest issue, is that it's just her. You know? It's just her. She doesn't have, like... She doesn't have her own Vegeta to go against the bad guy. It really does overshadow all the Russian stuff happening. Because here's my question. This is all for the piece of the Mind Flayer that was still in the normal world. What about the Mind Flayer that's still in the Upside Down? What happens to that? Or are we to imply that it's the same thing, basically? I don't know, man. It's like, this is the point where we really got to start teaming up. We got to get all our characters together, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. The gang doesn't really know about the Russians. And I don't see how they're really involved with the Mind Flayer. I don't think they're flayed. I don't know. I mean, Joyce and Hopper are going to take on the Russians. Hopefully if they can get friggin' backup from Dr. Owens. Let's go over the notes. The first thing I wrote down was Steve and Robin. So they got captured. Didn't last the whole episode. Yeah, they were eventually freed, but they got captured. Steve got the crap beaten out of him. Because that's the thing. It's like, they are telling the truth, basically. That, they work for Scoops Ahoy. And it's like, they don't work for the American government or anything. And it's like, well, how did you find us? It's like, by accident, really. Because they intercepted the code. So, that whole thing was interesting. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, for the other two side stories, kind of, they're not even side plots, because they are still sort of interconnected with the Upside Down and stuff, but with those two plot lines, it is still at least interesting, and I like all the characters and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm wondering how everything with the Russians ties into the Mind Flayer specifically. Like, obviously it ties into the Upside Down, but how does it tie into the Mind Flayer? That's what I want to know. So, we'll have to see. And then we had a good talk between Steve and Robin about being popular and stuff like that. So I like that. And, they're kind of, I don't know. But, yeah, I like that. And then they got saved by Dustin and Erica, which was pretty interesting. And skipping ahead a little bit, I wrote down captured Demogorgons. I mean, that makes sense that, it makes sense that the Russians would want to try to use the Demogorgons as weapons, basically. But at the same time, obviously, that's not going to work. But it's the classic sort of military, I want to weaponize those Demogorgons, army. It's classic military bad guy. That's why military bad guys are often the most boring. Because most of the time, they're not written well. But it's the same thing with, like, Jurassic World and stuff like that. It's like, oh, here's just this military guy that wants to weaponize whatever the special thing is in the movie or the show. And it's like, who fucking cares? It's like, I don't care. Or like, what was I just thinking of? It was Atlantis. Yeah, if you guys have ever seen the Atlantis Disney movie, Atlantis the Lost Empire that Disney made, that was also one of those things, but maybe that's spoilery. I don't know, whatever. Go watch it, it's a decent movie. It's got Marty McFly as the main character. Michael J. Fox. I couldn't remember his name, so I just said Marty McFly. Let's move on. Next thing I wrote down was 11 versus Meat. Because essentially that's what it was. I was kind of thinking that, because we saw that thing in the trailer. We saw that thing in the trailer for the season, but so I kind of expected that to just be, oh, that's just the monster of this season. That's not the case. That's just what happens when two dudes combine their juices. Oh dear. And become just this huge hulking meat monster. And And then... But yeah, that's not even, like... It just was. Like, that's just the thing. You know, it wasn't the specific monster of the season. It was just the thing that happened. And it's like, okay, we can only assume that after that, all of that meat... I'm pretty sure they showed this, too. All of that meat was absorbed into the new Mind Flayer. So, yeah. Fucking Mind Flayer. Built all this for you. Now we're gonna kill you. And everything else. It's like, fuck you. Why you gotta be such a asshole? Anyway, but we had 11 coming in to save the day to face the meat before it killed Nancy. Or flayed Nancy, I guess. Which, again... that's the weird thing. Billy gave her more of a fight. You know, Billy was actually kind of fighting back. She just came in and just kicked the shit out of this meat creature. You know, throwing it to every wall, throwing it on the ceiling, and then throwing it out of the damn building. It's like, yeah, Billy gave her more of a fight. So, that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah. Excuse me. I feel like I'm justified to be tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've already filmed 2 other videos, and this one was intense as well. So yeah. Where was I? I wrote down it's time. So now we know that means it was time for the Mind Flayer to be complete. You know, bringing in all the flayed in order to become a fully constructed Mind Flayer. So that's interesting. Just that whole thing with... I mean, it's clever, actually giving the Mind Flayer a body, because they could have gone the same route, you know, where it's like, okay, we have this new monster, it's being controlled by the Mind Flayer, and we have to somehow defeat and get rid of the Mind Flayer. This time, the Mind Flayer is making a body so that it can basically be the monster. And then, now we have to defeat it and kill the Mind Flayer once and for all. At least this version. We still don't know if this version... If this little piece that possessed Will and then possessed Billy, if this piece, like, is connected to the Mind Flayer that's in the Upside Down. It's possible, but the fact is, they closed the Upside Down. So you would think that would sever their connection, and this would just be a separate piece of the Mind Flayer. But with the Russians trying to, you know, unleash the Upside Down, trying to reopen it, that could bring its connection back, and that's why it waited all this time in order to, you know, get to work, basically. So, yeah. I wrote down Jim and Alexei. That was a bit of a gamble Jim pulled off. You know, actually giving him the keys to his cuffs, giving him the keys to the car, and then just being like, nope, he's gonna come back. And, you know, the more they showed it, the more I was like, this is not going to work at all. All right, just show me how it didn't work. But they played with my expectations, and he actually did stop, and then he came back. So, because he knows that they are a better chance for him. So, I do like that. That was actually interesting. It made me nervous a little bit, because I was like, because it played with me, basically, because I was like, okay, it's obvious this is what they're going for, but then they tricked me, so good on you, Stranger Things, you tricked me. I wrote down nerd. That was just a fun little exchange between Dustin and Erica. Man, you guys surprised me in the comments. Can I say that real quick? What was the first episode that went up? I guess it must have been... It wasn't episode 5. No, it was episode 4. The first episode that had Erica in it, where I'm saying, like, oh, this fucking bitch, she's horrible. and stuff like that. And a lot of you, like I feel like 5 people came forward and were like, how dare you talk about Erica like that? She is amazing and stuff like that. And it's like, whoa, all right. Excuse me, princess. That's a Zelda reference if you don't get that. But which is fine. If you guys like Erica, that's fine. I don't particularly enjoy her. She's gotten a little bit better, but I like that little talk between her and Dustin. And like she believes everything except that her brother was involved with it. I think that's actually kind of funny. And the fact that she's always called them nerds, especially Lucas. She's always called him a nerd. And then Dustin just goes into how she's actually a nerd. She's great with numbers, and she loves My Little Pony, which has all these, classic fantasy tropes and stuff like that. And she tries to throw it back at him, like, oh, well, then why do you know about My Little Pony? And he was just like, because I'm a fucking nerd, basically. He didn't say that, but he was like, because I'm a nerd. And it's like, it takes one to know one, I guess. So yeah, that was just a nice little talk. I actually like that one. Yeah. Erica's not horrible. That first episode, when she's like listing demands and stuff, that was kind of annoying, but she's gotten better, I will say. I wrote down 11 and search. So she was going through everything. It must have been hours, because she kept having to wipe the blood out of her nose, basically. And she would put it down. There's just a stack of bloody tissue next to her. So she must have been searching for hours, just trying to go through it all. And I like the little talk between Mike and Max. And, because you can see both sides of the argument. And in that case, Mike was taking care of her. Mike was really, concerned for her well-being. It's not that he didn't trust her, he didn't think she could do it, but he was concerned. And he just let it out. It's because I love her and I don't want to lose her again. And they were all like, oh, shit. Well, tell us how you really feel. So, yeah, that was interesting. I wrote down the gate and the key. Alexei spilled the beans on the new key to the Upside Down. That was an interesting talk, and it's so interesting because he starts talking about a gate to another world, and the guy, the translator, is just like Murray. I realized I looked up, his name was Murray, nothing else, just Murray. And he was just like, oh, some door to another world, and he's like confused about it, and Joyce and Hopper both know what that means, and immediately Hopper is like, I need to call Dr. Owens, I need to get the fucking US Army in here, we need to fucking raid everything, like the Upside Down is involved. It's like tell Dr. Owens that the Ruskies are trying to open the gate. He'll understand. Not the part about the Ruskies, but the part about the gate. It's like, I like that. That's really fun. And it makes sense. And I hope they do come in now. I hope they do come in and save them. Because there's a kaiju on the loose now. I feel like the army needs to get involved. Basically to help 11. Because, and maybe I'm being Mike right now, but, I mean, I care for the poor girl. I do care for the poor girl, and it's like she keeps having to do this by herself, and she's not even... It's not like she's been training her powers. It's not like she goes into a freaking gravity chamber and uses her powers and, gains this huge mastery over them. It's like she's just a girl with powers, and that's great, and she's done a lot, but this is a kaiju we're talking about. Like, maybe she needs backup, is basically what I'm saying. Which is basically what Mike is kind of arguing. So, yeah. Okay, what else have I not talked about? The captured Demogorgons, we talked about that a little bit. Billy's memories. That was actually interesting. That, to find the source, you do have to go back through Billy's memories. But in order to do that, you have to go through a lot of his memories. So we saw his mother and how she was abused by his father. and then just left and didn't take Billy with him, you know, left Billy just with his horrible father. Like, yeesh, that sucks, man. They've really done a lot with Billy, I gotta say. For the seasoned douchebag that he was last season, like they've done a lot with him, I have to say. So I really like what they've done. So yeah, go through all of Billy's memories basically and get to the source. And then, even when she gets to the source and they find it and it's like, okay, good, and she gets out of there and no one's around and it's like, oh crap. I think she opened a two-way door and now he knows where she is. Which means, because now he didn't send the flayed over there like to take her out. They all went to the Mind Flayer. So it's like, I think the Mind Flayer is on his way to come kill you now. It's like, you're gonna have to figure that out. God, it's crazy that we have 2 more episodes. I feel like next episode ought to be the finale, but we've still got 2 more episodes. And unlike, last season, we can't stop for an episode to go to Chicago for a bit. So yeah. So now the Mind Flayer has created a body for himself in the physical world and is going to destroy the world, basically. Fucking great. God damn it. And we'll have to see where we go with that. We have 2 more episodes left of this season. Yeah, that's basically that. I can't wait to get into the next 2 episodes, but I will have to wait for a little bit until I can record the next one. So yeah, that is basically that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Stranger Things reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.